Do hereby swear by Almighty God that as the first Vice President,
with the disappearance of former first Vice President Machar from office, SPLM-IO body nominates a new leader for the vacant position to be sworn in as the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan.
And honestly discharge my duties and responsibilities in a consultative have been taken and swearing in as the first Vice President of the Republic. I've never struggled for this position or even dream of it. But the circumstances force us to fill a vacuum so that we save our nation.
First, President Abandeng, after being sworn into office, is emotionally torn by the conditions of citizens still living in the IDP camp.
I will struggle to bring you out. The suffering, you are in an IDP camp. You don't deserve to be there. You don't deserve to be displaced in your own country. I will work with you, and my first target is that you come out of the refugees, of the IDPs camp. You return to your home and help developing your country. Your Excellency, Mr. President, as I said, you are my commander-in-chief. The country cannot have two armies. Move with you. I will move with you.
President Kiir reassures to respect the decision and the concern of the SPLM-IO, urging the new first Vice President to assist in the implementation of the peace agreement.
Comrade Abandeng was selected by the SPLM-SPLA-IO to replace Dr. Riek Machar, whose whereabouts are not known to all of us. I have been appealing to him to come back to Juba so that we continue implementation of the agreement. Of course, this agreement cannot be personalized, that if X is away, the agreement will be shelved until when that person comes. That cannot happen. So, Comrade Taban Mulabatak, let us move forward. I want us really to see where do people go wrong. Why that we are not stopping the war?
President Kiir assures his full commitment to ensure South Sudan integrity and sovereignty is preserved.
Dr. Riek Machar has been calling for intervention of foreign forces, international or regional, so that they create a buffer zone. We will consider that as an invading force. We are not against international community.
It is in fulfillment of the agreement for the resolution of the conflict. There is one article which many of us always gloss over, and it is erroneous to gloss over that. And this is what justifies, by the way, the IO leadership from acting. The replacement shall be nominated by the top leadership body of South Sudan Armed Opposition, the IO, as at the signing of this agreement. Such a process of replacement shall not exceed 48 hours. And instead, they've been so patient, they did not act within the legal 48 hours, but they actually gave 2 weeks for Dr. Riek to appear, and President has been asking, brother, you appear, and Riek did not appear. I think if you have a number of goats and one is lost, you cannot continue to mourn for the lost goats. You have to go ahead with the remaining goats.
Dr. Riek Machar abandoned his office and SPLM-IO leadership in Juba after what the government saw as an attempt on the life of the president in and around the presidential palace on the eve of South Sudan's independence.
With the whereabouts of Dr. Riek Machar, the former first vice president, still a mystery for the government and the SPLM in opposition. This step taken is to ensure that the vacuum that was seen as a setback for the implementation of the peace agreement in South Sudan is sealed. James Arusi, SSBC, in Juba.
Of General Staff and Inspector General of Police during the transitional government of national unity. This came up in a meeting after swearing-in ceremony of first Vice President Taban Deng Gai. Speaking to SSBC after the meeting, Taban Deng reaffirmed his commitment to work through the President so that peace is implemented.
Fully and quickly enough so that we move with the country forward. What we need is permanent ceasefire, that are silence. There's no reason for war or whatever whatsoever it is. No need for war. It is our country. No, the war should be war against the humanitarian suffering. It should be war against undevelopment. We want to move this country forward. The challenge now is that we want our people to secure where they are. The people of who are in human protection camps, we shall make the conducive atmosphere to go back to their houses. We want our children to go back to schools. People move along their life. We assure you that we shall support the President. I and Comrade James, we work as one team. We liberated this country. The challenges of managing it and measuring it and moving with it forward we are to the task. As I said, we shall support our President.
National Legislative Assembly. Then tomorrow, this is going to be preceded by a meeting tomorrow of the caucus, the parliamentary caucus of the SPLM, which is actually going to be addressed by His Excellency the President, and that is the first step to soonest convening the Parliament. We also explore the issues of security in general and how we can cement security and create permanent tranquility in the country, not only in Juba. Certainly, we explored extensively the issue of the economy, and particularly on the issue of hunger, which is biting our people, and how quickly we can address that. There are modalities for us to move to be able to address the issue of hunger, the issue of the market, and the issue of the security in general, the economy in general.